as I mentioned before, Larry has been here a number of times. He is a regular here at Bear's Place. We have done shows together also up at Latitude in Indianapolis at a place called the Sunshine Bowling Center, which is actually where we had his birthday party just a week and a half ago. Give it up for Larry George.
Hello, hello, hello. What an awesome crowd. I'm going to leave this on here for now. Maybe. We'll see. I like it all. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody in a good mood? I'm great. I'm not as high as I look. I'm a lot higher. I'm a lot higher. No, I do look permanently high. I had facial reconstructive surgery. I'll get to that later. I have this large tattoo on my throat. I don't know if you've noticed. It says, "Trust Jesus." Now, don't think too highly of me now. That was a prison decision. And the fact that I was in prison to make that decision could lead you to believe my decision-making processes might not be all that great. Let me get rid of this. I'll hold this. I'll feel comfortable. Y'all are awful quiet. That prison decision joke's pretty funny. Because it's true. Now, I look around, I see a lot of good-looking people out here. I'm happy because every time I go out, I'm worried I'll be the only one. That's always a big fear. I want some nice medications. My hands shake. They tremor. I can't stop it. If it gets any worse, I'm going to challenge Michael J. Fox to a game of Operation. You know, loser buys the beer. I think I can take him. I don't know. I don't even know how close he could get. See, I wrote the joke. You laughed at it. Okay. No, I've been divorced for 15 years, happily for about 5. I was good friends with my ex-wife and her second, now ex-husband, for a long time. My dog sat for them, watched their house, their dogs when they go on vacation. We had a good relationship. One day, about 5 years ago, I get a phone call from him, and he says, "Man, you're never going to believe it." I said, "Well, try me." "The bitch has been cheating on me. She's going to leave me." So you do realize I've waited 10 motherfucking years for this. I told you so. He said, "Why would you call me first?" I said, "Well, I figured you could understand." Yeah. So now I have a new drug dealer. He had to do something, you know. She's real good about the divorce thing, yeah, because mine went 50-50. You know, she got all my shit and I got all her bills. But no, I went to the divorce court and we sat there in court. And I couldn't afford an attorney. Today she told me she was leaving me. I lost my mind, went out, lost my job, all that good shit. So I couldn't afford an attorney. So I studied my rights. I know my rights. I was a good husband, good provider, 2 kids. Stand up to start talking. Judge says, wait a minute. Sit down. We're going to tell you how this goes. Because you didn't use the magic words. I'm going to represent myself. Oh, shit. This is Morgan County. And so they proceed to have a nice hearing where everything they ask for, they get. You want this? Well, sure. You know, you have like 3-bedroom house worth of furniture. We'll give it to her. And it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And at the end of it, it says, okay, now, order him to pay for the court costs and my attorney fees. Kick the man while he's down. Why don't you? Sure, go ahead for that too. And he looks at me and says, now is there anything you'd like to say? Well, I stood up and said, yes, Your Honor. If you're going to fuck me like this in open court, I'd appreciate a reach around or a kiss on the neck. He said, one more word out of you and I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. I said, okay. Fuck you, Your Honor. Fuck you. So 8 days later, I got out of jail. And my car was still sitting in 2-hour parking. The flat tire. I don't think she appreciated that either. And totally worth it. Totally worth it. So now, 15 years later, and my kids hate me, so at some point I did something right. I had an 18-year-old daughter, 16-year-old son. My daughter's about this tall. My son's about this tall, so I think I need a DNA test on both of them. And well, when you find out, she's been a cheating whore for a long time, I want to get that shit checked. I've been single for a long time. The last slut I was dating, that's why I don't use that as derogatory, it's more as a descriptor. But, she's self-proclaimed, so it's not like I'm breaking any news. But, it was supposed to be, her words, a fuck buddy situation. Friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it. But every day after a long, hard day of running a sewer camera, that's what she did, plumber, she'd come pick me up, take me back to her house, 6 days a week at least, for about a month. I don't know about you, that almost sounds more than just a fuck buddy relationship. I'm kind of getting a little weary, so I made her dinner. I made some pork chops, mashed potatoes, corn, real good, good southern cooking. And she got real full. Half hour, 45 minutes later, we go to the bedroom. About 45 minutes into that, she says someone else's name right in the heat of the moment. Now, I've told guys about it, and they said, oh, I'd have just kept going. Well, you'd like to think so. But your ego can't really take that hit, especially when you feel like you're doing some pretty good work. Her excuse is what sent me out the door. She tried to say, because the guy's name she called out, Dusty, he is a part owner in a pizza shop. And she says she got hungry and thought about the sandwiches and the food that he makes. Bitch, I just fed you like an hour and a half ago. And she wasn't a big girl, because I have a rule. If we're out drinking and she was an alcoholic, and if we're going to be drinking and she passes out on top of me and she's so big that I can't roll her off of me to prevent it being the guy on the news in the morning that's suffocated underneath the fat girl, because that's not how I want to die. But yeah, I know that rule sounds mean, but the older I get and the worse my arthritis gets, the size of the girl gets smaller. So now I think I got this weird fetish where I really want to fuck a dwarf. You know? I'm not talking like 3 foot tall, like 4'10", there's a legal limit. And I think just because I want for once in my life something about me to look above average. I'm 5'8", it's completely fucking average. 160 pounds, average. 12-inch penis, average. Oh, what, 12, 5'8's not average. Now I shouldn't use the architect's rule to measure that. But my rim shot. Oh, no. I am a nerd in disguise. I can prove it, see? Proof? It was enough proof at 10 years old when I got him to be called a nerd. So, I try to write physics jokes, but punchline mistakes theoretical. It's kind of hard to work those out. But my only real physics joke is I was messaging with a woman one day, and she says, hold on a sec. So 2.5 hours later, I was starting to wonder if either she forgot about me or I got stuck on the event horizon of a supermassive black hole. You get Einstein, man. It's funny. So, yeah, I like that joke. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. No, my ex-wife and I, we got along for a while, but I should have known it wasn't going to work out when she wanted to be cremated. I built a pyre in the backyard. Always be prepared, accidents happen. The day she come home and told me that she was cheating on me, leaving me, if I'd have just murdered her right there, I'd already been out of prison, had a good job, probably had my kids in my life. That's true. She gets a laugh because it's so true. It's sad. Heat of the moment, crime of passion. 7 years now. It's been 15 years ago. Right? It says it's a job killer tattoo. Felonies kill jobs, not tattoos. I got the Trust Jesus tattoo in my second felony. I was like, well, fuck it. I can get a job anyway. Might as well throw a tattoo on my throat. What can I get that will both instantly offend people that look at me and then make them feel so guilty for making that snap judgment once they read it? Oh, that piece of dirty shit, he's got a tattoo on his throat. It says Trust Jesus. Hi, sir. When I first come up here, I was the kind of guy you see in a grocery store. You pull your kid aside, get away. I put the glasses on. You're like, excuse me, sir, can I get directions? It's an instant changeover. The glasses make the difference. I have a tattoo on the side of my neck. It's an eyeball. I was a heating and air service tech for years. I always had a service manager or a homeowner standing over my shoulder watching me work. So I'm not going to be the only one being watched while I'm working anymore. Once you explain that to them, they stop hovering around your shoulder. So it worked out real good. But, I never had a complaint about that. But the last job I had was McDonald's, 2013, and they made me wear turtlenecks to cover my throat, and they put me in front of a grill. Any idea how hot that is? Well, I have Crohn's disease. It's a fun disease. It's so fun. You get two options: diarrhea or constipation. The constipation you can fix real easy. It's called a McDouble, only ketchup. Eat one of them at night, and you're cleared up by morning, guaranteed. But when you get constipated, you can have a lot of fun with it because most Crohn's patients are also lactose intolerant. So I get constipated, drink a big glass of milk, and I go down to Walmart. And I get the walking farts, and I go up and down the toddler aisles, and down the diaper aisles, and just watch the parents picking up the babies and smelling asses. It's so much fun. You gotta be careful going around the prescription department though, because some of them old fuckers, some of them will let one out and just overkill you, and your eyes will be watering. A little old lady looked at me and told me I was playing a dangerous game. It was all shits and giggles till you giggle and shit. And that happens. Like, oh, that was ooh, shit, that wasn't a fart. I gotta go. It happens. We're all human. It works. Oh, now my ex-wife just got married for the third time. Right? I was always real impressed with how she always quit smoking cigarettes every time she got pregnant. She had no trouble quitting, and I just later found out that she just handled that oral fixation with the guy's cocks at work. Truth hurts, fucking. Yeah, she hates me. She so hates me, and, if you feel it's mutual. I always said with a sniper rifle, a ghillie suit, and an alibi, I wouldn't have any problems left. But now that I've said that and recorded it, it's going to go up on YouTube. Somebody shoots her. I'm suspect number one, I can promise you that. So, I'm not offering any money to anybody to shoot her. Go over with your car. It's a total accident. You see that. Now, I would feel bad for my kids, honestly. But they get over it. If I can, they can. I once loved her. And she left me, and I went out drinking one night for a couple years. Liter of whiskey a day for 2 years solid. Damn, I turned into an alcoholic. So one day I put the bottle down, and I didn't have another drink for a year. And I moved into an apartment complex that was crawling distance from a bar that had $2 Gator shots every Saturday. And a bartender that liked to fill up mine about double or triple at $2. I went over there. First time I went over, I ordered a beer, drank it, went home. Like, well, damn, I guess I'm not an alcoholic. So I started going every Saturday for karaoke, every Friday for karaoke. Hell, this is fun. Start qualifying, winning karaoke contests, qualifying for the state finals in '06. That was fun. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this because one day I'm going to do comedy, and I had this stage fright. And I'll tell you, the first time I got up on the stage doing comedy, even after years of karaoke singing, you could have got a stick pin up my ass with a jackhammer. For real. I was so nervous. And thanks to good old marijuana, I'm usually not nervous anymore. Fairly relaxed up here. Doctor could probably do a rectal exam, and I probably wouldn't even get much more to wiggle. Just saying, I'm calm. You're all quiet. I don't like that. I want to tell my old jokes, the jokes that I don't like anymore. So, on softball, and I'm an expert on young girls and attitude problems. Because they have different attitudes at different ages. You get to 10 and under and 8 and unders, and you have the most honest people on the planet. If they don't like your shirt or your haircut, they'll just straight come up to you and tell you you're ugly. Like you got something in your teeth. You know, your shoes don't match your pants. Where's your softball socks? Like, who's the coach? I mean, they don't mind telling you. They do not mind. There's no feelings. But then you get up to the next age group, the 12 and unders. Now, there's a whole new set of issues. Whole new set. That's when the breakdowns start. One practice, guaranteed. Be a girl sitting in shortstop or out center field or even first base that missed the ball or whatever, and she's just crying. You just stand there going, oh, kill me, Lord. Because you know it's going to be 10 minutes before practice can come back, or you can get her to stand up and get off and get somebody else in there. But that's little girls for you. Then you get to 14 and unders, and you get these girls who have aspirations to play professionally, evidently, because standing 15 feet away from you, they'll throw the ball at 40 miles an hour. Like, I'm standing right here. Be on your toes. All right, then. You be on your toes. Batting practice. Because I'm an asshole. And back then, I was on medications. I could run. So I would run the bases for them when I was like twice as fast as any of them. Like, shit. I was going to say bitches, but that's not right. Not all of them are over 18 yet. I don't feel comfortable calling them on that. Most of them was little bitches. I'm not going to lie. Rude ass bitches. They really was. And some of them were really cool, really sweet girls, and the rest of them was coaches' daughters, who was all-star teams, state champions, 12 and under. 2011, I think that was. My daughter was on the team, so I got to coach. Yeah, that's how it works. Daughters coach their dads. So Avon had a shitty team. The only reason we won that year was because Brownsburg didn't show up. Brownsburg had two teams, an A team and a B team, and Avon couldn't beat either. So when Brownsburg didn't show up to the state championships, we were like, fucking A. No bronze medal this year. And sure enough, we won. But my time's about up. I like to always finish up telling people a little bit about my past with Crohn's disease. Since I was a kid, I spent a lot of time at Riley Hospital, and they took great care of me. And the thing I always liked to do is I watched comedy. I watched anything that would make me laugh. Laughter always made me feel better, helped me heal. I said one day I'm going to get into comedy, and I'm going to give that laughter and that healing back. And I continue doing it now because I'm fully addicted to the laughter and the applause. And I just want to thank each and every one of you tonight for not feeding into my addiction. I'm Larry George. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Larry. Very good. He thinks that if he puts that up on YouTube, people will suspect him if his wife gets killed first, but I don't think they need YouTube for that, Larry. I think that's where they're going to look first anyway. Okay, are you ready for your headliner tonight?